Miley Cyrus has made quite the splash in Hollywood, becoming a household name at just 13 years old and going on to becoming one of the best-selling artists of all time.
I'd be so bored if I wasn't doing what I'm doing because I've got so much energy all the time. I love being here working.
Access Hollywood is opening up our vault to take a look back at Miley's inspiring, sometimes shocking, personal and professional journey, because we all know she really can't be tamed.
Who? Do it!
Who?
Ho!
Access Hollywood.
We want to wish you a very happy what the?
We first interviewed the Tennessee native back in 2006 when she was living a double life as a middle schooler and an international pop star in the hit Disney Channel show Hannah Montana, alongside her dad, Billy Ray Cyrus. This is right at the beginning of the Hannah Montana craze, and Miley opened up to us about what responsibilities she faced as a role model.
I remember looking up to like Hillary Duff. She was in the same position as I am now.
Yeah.
And I remember kind of watching her, and I remember how it felt, well, if she did this, then I would do that, and that kind of thing. So I always remember that I kind of followed her as an example, and now the kids are kind of treating me that way too.
Yeah.
And so really just anytime that I can tell anyone just to keep following their dreams, because that was something that I always had. My dad kept telling me, and then I would get down about it and not think I could do this or whatever, and now listening to him really helped me out, so hopefully I can tell them the same things and help them out.
Fantastic.
I've always tried and prayed that God would use my life as a witness to other kids, that if Billy Ray Cyrus from Flatwoods, Kentucky can reach his dreams, then I can reach mine also. And to now be able to pass that torch on to Miley, and to hear her say that she watched the old man and knew that, well, he can reach his dreams and I can reach mine too. I mean, that's what life's about. So I'm hoping that the kids out there will take a look at Miley and say, hey, it's a little girl who had a dream, who vowed that she was going to reach her goal, and she worked very hard to get there. And once again, that non-glorified word of persistence. Miley had persistence. She went to a lot of auditions that she didn't get. But she would get knocked down and she'd just dust herself off and get right back up to the plate, and that's what it takes.
It's clear that her dad stood by her during this wild rise to fame. We also had the father-daughter duo interview one another in 2006, during which Billy shared his sage career advice.
Do you realize I could sing, Dad?
Well, you're still learning. Just kidding you. I've known you could sing since the first time you ever tried to sing a song. I mean, that's one thing about you. It was evident that your mama, your papa, your mom, your dad, most of your ancestors in the family played music by ear. I mean, my papa, her great-grandfather played the fiddle. Never had a music lesson in his life. He just played the fiddle. He played by ear. My mom played piano by ear. My dad, her grandfather, was in gospel quartets his entire life. Most of the family sings and plays music by ear. It was obvious early on that your pitch was great. She knew if she was flat, she knew if she was sharp. Early on, you started writing little songs, and you'd come to me and say, Daddy, listen what I wrote, and blah, 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 and you'd sing your little songs. It was pretty obvious early on that you had a gift, and the gift was music.
What's the best career advice you can give me?
Well, let's see, the best advice at this point, my first advice was to not get in the entertainment industry at all.
Good advice.
So it's obvious how well you listen to that. So now my advice would be, be happy, enjoy what you're doing, because if you ain't happy, you ain't working.
Sweet. Miley definitely took those words to heart. In 2008, she released her first solo album, Breakout, which showed a different side of Miley. At the time, the star sat down with Access Hollywood and shared how her new music was super personal. After all, one of her tracks, 7 Things, was about her breakup with Nick Jonas.
The thing about this record is finally I think it's pretty appropriately titled, because it is like a breakout record, kind of not stepping away from Hannah, but just a little bit different than her character.
Right. Do you think your fans will be ready for that, or because
I hope so. I hope they like it.
In what way do you think it'll be a little bit different, or?
It should be different in just the way that it's a little more creative, a little more different. The writing is definitely, the lyrics mean a lot more than my last couple records. This is definitely super personal.
Right. People don't realize you're rocking those lyrics yourself, which is fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
So you spend a lot of time, I imagine.
Yeah, I definitely work hard writing.
Right. So now this summer, you've got album, you've got
Movie.
TV
TV
you've
show.
got TV show. So when do you find a time just to be Miley?
No. Hopefully I do that sometime soon, but I'm not sure when.
Right. So what is it like? I mean, just to try to balance all that together.
It's hard. It's definitely a lot of work, but it's fun too. It's a blast, you know, to be able to finally put out a record. My favorite thing is to do is put out music. Is just be on tour. Like, I love it.
Mm-hmm. And I read a lot about you really want to sort of influence girls, especially in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sort of what sort of message would you like to be out there?
I hope I can do that, especially with this record. Just that, like, I want girls to be able to feel empowered and feel like they can kind of rock out and listen to this music and feel, you know, like a reason to dance and a reason to smile and to have fun. And that this CD is totally, I think, age appropriate, like especially for me, but it is definitely a little more rock and roll.
One of the songs is about the environment.
Yeah, one of that, and I think that's something that's really important. And I love that. I love that song. I love that it's about, you know, and especially about people in the back seat, which if some people don't get that, that's about the kids. You know, the kids are in the back seat now, but before you know it, they're going to be the ones that are, you know, driving this earth to what it's going to be.
Just 2 years later, Miley made her big screen debut in The Last Song, opposite of her now ex-husband, Liam Hemsworth. Liam once shared with Access Hollywood what made the two click on screen.
I had no idea really how big she was, like how big a star she was. So it was kind of good going into the room and not having preconceived ideas about what she was going to be like, and you know, we could just go in and read, and it was good.
Yeah,
Turned out really
speaking about reading, tell me about the audition process. How was it?
Yeah, I came in first time and I read with the director and the producers, and they really liked me. And then I came back a week later and read with Miley, and yeah, we had really good chemistry on screen. And I mean, she was super nice, and yeah, it turned out good.
When did you know you had like real chemistry? Because obviously she came out last week and said your boyfriend and girlfriend. When did you realize that?
I mean, we spent so much time together down there. It's kind of hard not to either get close or hate them, I guess. You know, when you're spending that much time with someone. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a bonus for us because we really enjoyed working together, and we enjoyed hanging out after, you know, behind the camera. Yeah.
So now in the role, what I loved about your character, and I thought you did a great job in the role as well.
Man.
I mean, it seemed like you always had command of the screen when I watched it. Now,
Thank you.
No, I'm being serious. I'm not kissing your ass.
No, thank you, man.
Was there any adjustment that Miley had to make? Like, because like she's in younger roles. Did you ever talk to you and say, okay, we should do it like this, or what do you think? Ask your opinion.
No, not really. I mean, the director that we work with, Julianne, she was so great because she would really ask us what we wanted out of the scene, you know, and it would be a team effort. It was never any kind of, you know, do it this way, do it that way. We just explore a bunch of different ways, and if it didn't work, then we try a different way, and that was what worked the best.
After the movie premiered, Miley released her album, Can't Be Tamed, which marked her departure from her wholesome Hannah Montana image. While she was changing up her style, her and Liam continued to have an on-again, off-again relationship and announced their engagement in 2012. But shortly after she infamously twerked at the 2013 VMAs, the two called it quits. And Miley turned that heartbreak into some serious smash hits on her album Bangers, including the chart-topping single Wrecking Ball. Miley continued to change up her style over the next few years, dropping a psychedelic rock album, Dead Pets, in 2015. But Miley switched things up yet again in 2017 by going back to her roots for her 2017 album, Younger Now, which featured a love song to Liam Hemsworth, dubbed Malibu, following the pair's romantic reconnection in 2016. The songstress gushed over the response to the hit track when she made a surprise appearance on Access Daily.
Something is happening on the plaza right now. This is kind of interesting. Wait, is that who we think? Oh my God, who it is? Is that really? Is that? Miley Cyrus! Oh my gosh! What? Okay, come on, we gotta go say hi. No way. Miley, we get balloons.
Yes,
oh
of
my
course.
gosh. How are you, my darling?
How are you?
Miley, it's taken taking over the network today, right?
I had to, in honor of the new single Malibu. I wanted to come share it with everybody, make sure they could check it out.
We are obsessed with Malibu. What makes you happy these days? Because we like the dog and your buns in this. Your buns
Of
look
course,
fantastic.
my little Emu, he had to be the big star of it. Emu makes me really happy. I'm really happy that everyone's been enjoying the new music. So I look forward to being back on the Today Show and just next week. I'm excited.
Well, it seems like a softer, gentler side of Miley on the album.
Yeah,
Is that what we're
wearing
gonna see?
balloons now. So.
I like that.
Of course.
You look gorgeous. I think you have one of the best voices of all time. When you sing acoustic over on SNL, and I feel like that's part of the new song too.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm really excited to do kind of more rootsy music right now. So this is going to be awesome, and everyone's been digging it. So I'm really happy.
When's the album out?
Give me whisper it to you?
Yeah. Okay, it's coming soon, people, but you're gonna have to wait a little bit, and it'll be well worth it.
Cool.
In 2018, Miley and Liam secretly tied the knot, and just a few months later, they walked the red carpet together at the Vanity Fair's Oscar party, where they chatted with Access Hollywood.
Look at y'all. Hello.
Babe, you're running away. Okay.
He's running away.
Hello?
Get over here, Hubs.
How we doing?
Okay, by the way, yes, I'm looking at her jewels going on.
Yeah. They're all a gift from Liam.
Your spark, yeah, we bought that on the way here.
We stopped at a kiosk.
Last minute.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you went to the mall, got some jewels.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Vanity Fair party. Everyone has a good time, everyone has fun, but we just saw the people take home the awards they were supposed to take home. Who are you rooting for? Are you excited about the winners?
He was really excited about Rami and loved Bohemian Rhapsody, so that was really cool.
I love Rami. I think he's great. So.
You're a Queen fan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I love the movie. I thought the movie was great. I thought he did an amazing job. I think he just embodied that character, that person so well. So, yeah.
Can I just say this before you go inside? Everyone that I talked to, and we've loved you for so long, do you see... Yeah. Oh,
sorry,
no, I'm not talking about you. You have grown and done so much as a woman and as a person, as a musician. Does it feel good where you're at right now?
Yeah, I'm really excited about everything that I've got coming up and all the new music and being able to have a song come out last year with Mark Ronson, who just took home Best Original Song, so it's good company to be with.
What does the dance number look like between the two of you?
Like this.
Don't do it.
What?
The two called it quits in August 2019, and some fans believe that this awkward red carpet moment is referenced in her smash hit, Flowers. Access Hollywood last spoke with the singer back in 2022 when she teased her New Year's Eve special with co-host Dolly Parton, which happened just weeks before releasing Flowers.
I'm really looking forward to having Dolly Parton as my co-host this year because especially when a show like this, it is improvised, and that's what her and I do best, is go back and forth with each other, making jokes at one another about one of us, our skirt's too short, the other one's, the dress is too tight, and, you know, we love to get dolled up, obviously. We love glamour, we love sex appeal, so she was the perfect co-host for me because everything that I would want my co-host to bring, you want them to always be adding something to the show, and there's definitely ways that Dolly, you know, can really support me and I can support her, but we can also stand our own when we're apart. So when one of us needs to change and one of us changes quicker than the other one, it's Dolly. She's a machine in every way. It's like she goes like this and she just has a whole new look. So while one of us is changing, the other one can go out there and kind of, you know, make some conversation with the crowd, and the other one could perform or do a skit. So it's just good to have that extra hand.
There is no denying that Miley has conquered a lot from 13 to 30. And with the debut of her new album, Endless Summer Vacation, it's clear that Miley is just getting started.